हेलो गाइस। तो दिस इज़ माय सेकंड वीडियो एंड दिख रहा होगा मैं चल चलते वीडियो बना रहा हूँ। मैंने आपको बोला भी था कि मेरा नेक्स्ट वीडियो होगा टेरिस पे ही होगा, क्योंकि मेरे फ्रेंड्स मेरे रूम में हैं। मेरे रूम में तो वीडियो नहीं बना सकता। तो फॉर द माई नेक्स्ट दिस वीडियो आई डिडंट हैव द टॉपिक एज अ टॉपिक। Let's talk about my interview. Yeah, on 11th December, 4:30 p.m. I have an interview for my US tax role. So I want to talk about US taxation because I have an interview about US taxation, right? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the basics. So I have done my basics clear. I had done my basics clear, and guys, as you know, if you see my previous video, I want to improve my personality in my oral communication. Okay, so in my this video I am talking about the basics of US taxation. The basics are like the US taxation works in US. The tax year counts from January to December. In India, the tax year counts from April to March. But in US, the tax year counts from January to December. And the filings are started. The filings are start from mid January to mid April. And there are mainly for the filing, there are five heads for the filing. Single, a person who is not married. And then there is a head of household, a person who has a dependent on him, like he is a head of house, he had some dependents, or singles like a bachelors like me. And head of house like our fathers who is head of house and have a dependence on of dependents and have responsibility of family. Then married couples who can file, the person who is married can file with his spouse. A person who is married can file with his spouse. Or in the married couple filing, there are two types: married file jointly or married file separately. When married file jointly, the couple have to file the return jointly. The they both person have only one tax return. Okay, and for the second one, the single made filing single. So for that, the couples who want to file their own account, their own tax return separately, they can file separately too. And there is a one more QSS, qualifying survival spouse. Qualifying survival spouse means the person whose spouse is dead in current year or in last 2 years. He can file alone and get the benefit of made file jointly. So most beneficial tax return is made filing jointly. Then if we rank them the return types, the most beneficial were married file jointly, then head of house, married filing jointly or QSS. Both are same. Then head of house, then single. Married filing separately is one of the last and worst, because if you made and file separately, then your return taxing by the amount $5. It's mean you have to pay taxes from the $5. It's crazy, right? Filing requirement. Sorry, it's my mistake. You have to file your return. if your income, total income, cross the $5 income, total of $5, you have to file a return. You don't have to pay tax. For the paying tax, the slab start from $14,600, $14,600, where after that there is a tax slab of 10%, 12%, 15%. The max tax slab is 37%. I only know that. Then if we're talking more about just like a question, which employment tax in India we have PAF, ESIC. In US we have employee tax. I'm forgetting it, but it has a 12.6% of your employment total salary. 12.6%, it means 6.3% deduct from your account and 6.3% deducted from employer account, and it's submitted to the IRS. And there another more tax which is medical tax, and I have to remember it. I don't know, but I will. For the interview, I have to learn so much things. Today's day, I just waste today's day.